Hello everyone, my name is Robert Ho. In this video tutorial, I will discuss about security basics. Specifically, we are going to discuss about the goals of network monitoring. Again, this is part of chapter 2 on the Security Plus curriculum. Okay, let's start with my note here. Security basic. What is the goals of network monitoring? First of all, network monitoring is very important because it keeps track the health of the overall organization, networks, and systems. Okay. Here on the paper, as you can see, you can find this handout, by the way, at the testout.com. Okay, chapter 2, week number 2. The first one is to keep track of the condition of the networks. Okay, or we need to set up the baseline of that. Okay. So if the network suddenly spike up more than 1 or 2 hours for a long period of time, okay, that means as a network administrator, we need to evaluate and investigate further. Okay, identify the situation that might signal potential problems. Okay, it's better that we have to prevent. Okay, we cannot. It's better to prevent than to fix things. So if we know that the network is over capacity ahead of time, so we can plan ahead. We can increase the capacity, or we can upgrade the system. Okay, and also the third one is to pinpoint the source of the problem. For example, maybe we have a bottleneck in one of the routers. Okay, in that case, we may need to upgrade the routers to the newer versions. Okay, and number 4 is to locate the area of your network that might need to be upgraded. I think this is related to the previous discussion that I mentioned to you. When we, for example, if let's say that your switch or the router has a bottleneck, perhaps we need to upgrade that to have a larger capacity of the bandwidth. Okay. All right. Some other thing that we may need to look at it is who are the top talkers. Okay, computer that send the most data either from your network or into the network. For example, perhaps some of the user in the organization downloaded the big files more than usual. So we may need to investigate further what kind of document is that, because we do not want that the employee download all the company resources or organization resources and they sell it to our competitors. So from a business point of view, this may be a disadvantage to us if our employee provide intellectual property to other organization or company. Okay, the other one is top listener. Top listener is the hosts that are receiving the most of the data by streaming or downloading large amount of data from the internet. For example, during the presidential inauguration, instead of everybody streaming from their desk computers, why don't we just pull them in the cafeteria and let them watch all of them together? So this will reduce the bandwidth consumption of the organization resources. All right. Here on the handout, it shows you some of the tools that used to check the health of your networks or system. The first one is called log. Okay, log analysis. This in Windows 2016, Windows Server 2016 or the previous version, they have event viewers. Okay, an event viewer is a utilities or a services that is embedded in the operating system, which allow us to find out what's happening with the system. Okay, or in the case of router, you have a syslog server. Anything that happened with the router can be recorded on the server and can be evaluated further. The second one is protocol analyzer, right? We have some protocol analyzer. Perhaps one of the most popular one is called Wireshark. Okay, let me show it to you here. This is called Wireshark. I'm gonna show you. These some of the tools. These are some of the most popular tools that many people, many IT administrators use. Okay, maybe in the later chapter we will use some of these tools. Okay, since in chapter 2 we only want to go the basic overview of some of these tools. Okay, so Wireshark is one of the most popular one. Okay, you can also do a command line. Okay, you can also use a command line. In fact, in this video I want to talk about some of these tools. Okay, several of these tools helps to determine the condition of your networks or your services. Okay, for example, let's use a command line here. Is called DNS. Okay, command. Okay, let's use some of these tools. Okay, so what is Nslookup? Okay, well, Nslookup is a queries local or the remote DNS to find out information about the requested domain. Okay, let me show you some of the sample. Okay, this type of DNS lookup, it helps you to query like the mail exchange server, authoritative information, and non-authoritative information of that. If you don't know what is DNS, let me show you the DNS. Okay, you have to understand the concept of root. This is called the root. Okay, the dot is the root, and then followed by the top level. Okay, the top level domain, which is .com or .edu, okay, or .net. Okay, and then underneath of that you have a domain level. Domain level is, for example, Microsoft.com, Google.com, or South Texas College.com. .edu, I'm sorry. Okay, so this is the domain name, and then we have another one which is subdomain of that. Okay, which is probably asp.south.texas.college.edu. Okay, so before I discuss further about DNS, you need to know what is the root level, the top level, which is .com, .edu, or .net, the domain level, which is Microsoft or Google.com or SouthTexasCollege.edu, and then we have a sub level of that, which is isp.southtexas.com, or maybe here we're gonna talk about westcoast.google.com. All right. So Nslookup is a popular command that incorporated in the Windows operating system to know about information related to the domain names and the IP addresses associated with those domains. Okay, when we run this command, which is Nslookup, okay, so let's go here. I'm gonna type this. Let's see if I can make this larger. Okay, property, so you can see the text, the font. let's make it maybe 12 by 16, right? Is this better? Yeah, maybe 12 by 16 here, so you can see better. Okay, so Nslookup will get your default DNS and its IP address. For example, Nslookup here. So our DNS is pgcg-globe1.stcc.log. Okay, and our internal IP address of DNS is 10.5.254.29. Okay, if we want to know some other services, okay, let's say that we are going to find the Google DNS name. Okay, so we can do server, okay, 8.8.8.8. okay, all right, here we go. We find the Google DNS number, the DNS name, google-public-dns-a.google.com. Okay. So in this command, you will get the DNS name and its IP address. Okay. When you do Nslookup, okay, you get the domain names and the IP address of the local DNS. All right, the other thing that we can try is, let me see, we can try this command. It's called, what do you call this? Let me see. All right, let's find out this one, Nslookup, and then we're gonna type yahoo.com. All right, so the non-authoritative answer is this IP address, 98.137.246.8 and through all the way down to 72.30.35.10. This DNS to find the DNS for Yahoo, non-authoritative. That means this IP address is not coming from Yahoo. Okay, this IP address is not coming from Yahoo. It is reported from. They are reported from other DNS that find the yahoo.com. Okay, so do not get confused there. Authoritative means where it returning a record. Okay, but the non-authoritative, it comes from anywhere else. They are not in the list for the domain that you did a lookup on. Okay, so you need to be different between authoritative and non-authoritative. These are non-authoritative. That means it's not coming from Yahoo, but they are reported from other DNS that find the yahoo.com. Remember, in this handout, okay, this is called the root. The root, the top level domain, and the domain level, and the subdomain level. So basically, they go reversely. From .com, they look from .com, and then after that, okay, let's find about the from .com, and then it goes to yahoo.com, and then they goes to, for example, westcoast.com. Okay. All right, the other things that I want to mention, there are some other parameters that we need to be aware of. Some of these parameters, for example, we want to know the mail exchange server. So for the mail exchange server, we are going to use this one. It's called set q equal mx yahoo.com. Okay, so now we find the mail server of the yahoo.com. Let's find another one. Set Q equal MX, and then we want to find South Texas College.edu. Enter. Here we go. We have this one. You cannot see it. I need to expand this. Let's see the layout. The width, maybe I need to increase it to 90. Okay, there. The email exchange server IP address, if the mail server of our college is mxb-001208001.gsld.p posted.com. Okay, so this is how to find out the mail exchange, to know the mail exchange server of our college. There is another set that we need that I want to show you, is called, let me see, set Q equal well-known services. Okay, South Texas College.edu. Okay, here we go. Our primary DNS, right? Our primary DNS, and this is the one that responsible for mail addresses. Okay, and some other parameters. Let's find another one. Let me see. Set well-known services, and then let's find gmail.com. Okay, gmail.com. There we go. So the primary name server for Gmail is ns1.google.com, and all of this is the parameter. If we want to know the IP address, we can type server ns1.google.com. Okay. Here is the IP address of, this is the IP version 6 IP address of the Gmail, and also this is the IP version 4. So these are some of the tools that IT administrator can use. Okay, Nslookup. Before I end up this presentation, I want to mention that some of other popular network monitoring software or tools that many people use is called SolarWinds. Okay, this SolarWinds is an enterprise level network monitoring system. So basically, you may need to take a special course for this because due to the depth and the breadth of this application. Okay, if you like to know more about this, you can visit this website and do some testing. Okay, so let me show you. Perhaps there is a network monitoring sample here that I can go to. Support. There is a testing portal here. Community. Let me see. Support. See if I can do some access here. Network performance monitoring here. Okay. Let's see here. I want to show you this video. This is one of the most popular ones.
You know better than anyone that the success of your business depends on IT. You ensure that success with a reliable and secure infrastructure, but monitoring and managing growing networks can become overwhelming. Enter SolarWinds Network Performance Monitor, a complete monitoring solution created for network engineers by network engineers. No matter who makes your hardware, NPM makes it easy to reduce outages and quickly detect, diagnose, and resolve performance issues. View traffic, configuration and performance details for on-premises, hybrid, and cloud services using critical path hop-by-hop analysis.
Okay, so basically, the SolarWinds allows you to monitor the network 24/7. It helps the network administrator to point the problem before it occurs. Okay, so it's more preventive than to fixing the problem. All right, I hope that this video is informative, and I will see you again in the next video. Thank you.